Design Week is very important for a lot of reasons. Design should be an important part of a city's development and progress.
In the Midwest, Columbus is really striving and doing very well and continually growing.
We're hoping that Design Week sort of inspires further conversation, and we hope also that by having those conversations, the expectation of what makes good design is elevated. The genesis of Design Week was my wife and I took a trip to Montreal in 2009, and we were impressed with the design culture in the city. There seemed to be like a self-awareness about design. There seemed to be an awareness about the quality of public spaces and a dialogue about design throughout the city. When you start to engage the conversation and bring others into it and think about it as bigger than just the thing that you're doing, it becomes more powerful. So creating a dialogue about design, and also then taking all the design fields, like let's say fashion and architecture and the foodies and the developers, and saying, you know what, we maybe do different things, but we are thinking about the same thing, and that is creatively solving problems.
It's one thing to have ideas, it's another to actually implement those ideas and make them a reality. These projects that have occurred over the last decade, from the Arena District to the Nationwide Arena to the Huntington Park to Columbus Commons to the Sada Mile to the new Hilton Hotel, they occurred because of the public and private sector leaders working so well together and creating a good public-private partnership. That's somewhat unique for our city. It's a very collegial city. People like to work together and get things done.
Well, we're doing an extraordinary amount of development in our downtown right now. This whole area called River South has a world-class new park called Sada Mile. We're in this building that was vacant and abandoned. We've transformed it into a really cool building. Everything's recycled in this building, and it's beautiful on top of it, fully occupied. Some of the best parks downtown. Parks are important downtown. Just look at New York. It has one of the finest parks in America. It's really, downtown Columbus has really become a cool, hip place to be.
You know, Columbus has got great, fantastic neighborhoods. Like, absolutely incredible neighborhoods when you think of German Village and the Short North and Victorian Village. That said, I think there are a lot of interesting things happening now that are going to push things forward, and that's really what we're aspiring to. We know that we have the groundwork laid, the solid foundation of stable neighborhoods. We'd like to push things a little bit further. You know, when you think about the European model, the New York model, where you can have old buildings and you can have a really strikingly new one next to it, we're really interested in that, and we're really interested in the dialogue that creates.
But there are cities from around the globe who have come to ask us, how are you doing this in such a deep recession? And I share with them, it's the public-private sector leadership working together. These things don't happen just with private dollars, and they don't happen just with public dollars.
One of the things that I think we definitely can teach the world is like the idea of openness and collaboration. The thing that appealed to me moving here from New York about Columbus is that if you have a great idea, it's like this Design Week thing. We just had this idea and we met people that we pitched it to, and they're like, what can we do to help you? It's that the city of Columbus creates the conditions by which we can help cultivate growth and creativity. And I hope we never lose it, you know? It's one of those things, I think, though, that it's infected the culture of the city so much that I don't think it can go away.